Okay, so in my video that I uploaded in December, I remember reading a few lines from this diary that I used to have. Um, I thought I might do something similar now because for one of my classes at school, we have creative writing, and basically we just journal every morning for 15 minutes, and the teacher does give us like prompts to write, but I usually just write whatever I want, and some of the entries are kind of personal. I think she's going to read them at the end of the year, but hopefully she doesn't read it in detail. I did like censor some things I say, like obviously the journal that I'm writing for class can't be as personal as, actually my personal journal. But nonetheless, I thought I would write a little bit, or read a little bit of it, because I feel like my thoughts are maybe a little bit more gathered in here, or not, but I don't know. Like, it kind of gives you an idea. Because I started writing in this journal in January, so it's kind of like where I left off in my previous video. I'm not going to read everything because there's a lot, but I don't know. I guess I'll just pick out some entries. And this is the first one. It's from January 24th, 2013. So it's my first entry in this journal. It was like the second day of creative writing class. But here's what I wrote. I said, "Today I feel slightly more energetic than yesterday. It's probably due to the cup of coffee I had this morning. Thank goodness for caffeine. I really need to start drinking more, despite the detrimental effects, because it's really no fun being a zombie 24/7. The majority of my evening yesterday was spent trying to sparknote the rest of Wuthering Heights. People weren't kidding when they said English 4 is a shizzle of busy work. Blech, I don't know. The semester seems to be a lot more work-heavy than last semester. It's not even that bad compared to my sophomore and junior year, but I'm just not used to it, as in, somewhere along the way, my mind just shifted. I mean, I got accepted into the name of the school in New York City, which is one thing I can check off my life bucket list. Somehow I'm going to have to put up with whatever crap my parents decide to throw my way about attending art school, and try not to let it interfere with my future success. It is my life, after all, isn't it? Different people thrive under different circumstances and environments. At least, that's how it seems to me. But anyway, speaking of art, my second period does happen to be Art 4, which all my friends are also happy to be in. I guess it's cool to be surrounded by familiar faces again, but I couldn't help feeling a bit gutted when I look at the semester assignments for my course, blah 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 blah. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to move on. The next day, the teacher made us kind of fill out a little form thing, and it's like adjectives that describe myself, my strengths, blah blah blah, and it was for this poem we made, and anyway, I guess I'll read you guys mine. Adjectives that describe myself. Contemplative, passionate, reserved. My strengths are having a good sense of self, being artistic. My weaknesses are lack of a left-brain thinking style, insecurity. Who/what do I love? Anyone that is passionate about what they do, artists, etc. The band Wilco, Marina and the Diamonds. What makes me sad? My parents putting me down and trying to shape me into the person they want me to be. What makes me angry? Pretentious people, discrimination of any sort, and ignorance. What do I need? To be surrounded by genuinely good people who have goals higher than myself, who can help me, and give me more life experiences and exposure. What do I give? A listening ear, advice, kindness, my thoughts and ideas. What do I fear? Being sucked into the material world, being overlooked by everyone I come across, living in sadness, being forgotten. What would I like to see? The world, ... people proud of me for who I really am. Who would I like to see? Like-minded individuals, those who have been to hell and made it out. Okay. The first few days that I was writing in here, I kind of followed the prompt the teacher gave me. Like, I would try to write about it, honestly. I think the next day, the prompt was like, what have you always wanted in life? And here's what I wrote. I have always wanted to have one or two people in life that I can always count on. Actually, I should probably reword that. I've always wanted to befriend people who seem distant from me, almost like a challenge, a chase, although I'm not talking about romantic relationships exactly, just in general. There's lines to a Marina and the Diamonds song I used to love. Can you guess that I was obsessed with Marina and the Diamonds during this time? And it goes, all I ever wanted was the world. And I can kind of relate to it, strangely. Not to sound spoiled or anything, but I'm a professional daydreamer. I want things that seem a level or two higher up than where I am now. I want a different version of myself, defined by gradual steps that I will take to reach that goal, like each little piece will make me the person I want to be, or make up the person I want to be, I guess. Let's see. Okay, this is also from January. I think this will be the last one that I read. I don't want this to this video to go on forever. But the next entry, the teacher asked us to write, how would you improve? What would you need to improve, or something like that. And here's what I wrote. I would improve if I was in an environment where I felt more in control of my actions and consequently develop a more positive self-image. I can obtain inspiration to create new things, but only when I'm in a good mood, unlike others who use it as a filter or way to let out emotions. My parents have always been rather blunt and unemotive, unless you count anger, when talking to me, which is just in their nature. However, I find it difficult to maintain a constant mood when that happens, even though by now I should be used to it. I just know it's not how normal people interact, and in times like these, I crave normalcy. To answer the question with more detail, I believe that I would ultimately improve if I was allowed to go my own way in life, make a few mistakes, and hopefully learn from them. I have experienced the natural high and exhilaration of completing a task or goal on my own during my lifetime, and they all occurred after I had taken some leap of faith and made a few mistakes without my parents or anyone else interfering. To improve, I also need new stimuli in my life. I just need to constantly be surrounded by things, people, ideas that I find keeps my mind alive better than any textbook can. I want to keep moving forward. Otherwise, I notice that my mind gets to play tricks on itself and can never get over reconstellations from the past. And yeah, that was all I had written in the months of January, and I think maybe it would be kind of cool to read from this journal every now and then, but I think that's all I want to read for today. So yeah, I guess until next time, bye.